Hello and welcome to Wendell's Guide to Soloing Iron Council in Ulduar 25 man as a hunter. So, probably the most difficult part of this fight is just starting off. You're going to want to have your pet manually attack the Rune Master, and then once it's gotten some threat and growl attacks off on the Rune Master, swap it over to the Stormcaller, the big guy. Throughout the entire fight, you're going to want to also keep up Men Pet, and you're basically going to have to keep chain MDing, and you'll probably have to use Feign Death a lot too. I'm not sure exactly why, but for some weird reason on this fight, it's extremely hard to keep aggro on your pet. It's not too big a deal if the Stormcaller Brundir, the lightning one, attacks you, but you don't want the two melee guys attacking you, especially the big guy. The easiest way to do this is probably to kill the big guy first, Steelbreaker, and once he's dead, then you can focus on Rune Master. So pretty much just you want to make sure that your pet's attacking and everything, and every so often you see that little blue thing that appears underneath them. You want to manually move your pet so that the bosses will get out of that blue circle, and you want to actually stand in that blue circle because it gives you a DPS increase. You can silencing shot the Stormcaller Brundir in order to force him to move out of it. But while you're doing all of this, you need to make sure you're keeping up Men Pet and misdirections. So it's a pretty tough fight just because of how you have to manage the aggro initially, but if you can get past Steelbreaker and kill him off, then the rest of it becomes a lot easier. So you can see the little blue thing appeared underneath them, so I need to tell my pet to move away from that so that they won't be standing in it, and then I can go stand in it and get the DPS increase instead. And just keep up Men Pet and slowly take down Steelbreaker's health. Alright, so once Steelbreaker dies, there will be an additional ability that will be getting, you'll still have the blue circle, so you still gotta make sure you move the mobs out of the blue circle and you stand in it. But now you've got, instead of Steelbreaker, you've got a green thing that'll appear randomly on the ground, so you'll have to move out of that if it appears. Interrupt the lightning whirl and stuff if you can, and shrink shot the shield off Rune Master. So you're pretty much still just moving your pet around, keeping Men Pet and misdirections up. But the difference now is it's going to be a lot more manageable since you only had 2 ads to deal with instead of the 3. And you can pretty much just keep your pet on the Rune Master the entire time at this point too, which should help somewhat with the threat gen. guess I actually went and killed the lightning guy first. It shouldn't matter which one you really kill first. You get an achievement actually based on which the kill order. So you can kill like one after the other, but there's like a different ability depending on the kill order that you use that they'll have up. So, but the big thing is just getting past the first guy. If you can get at least one of them down, then the rest should become a lot more manageable. I think if you leave Stormcaller up for last, he'll occasionally randomly run around and do a bunch of lightning damage, but it's nothing that's too big a deal. But as you can see, I left Rune Master up for last on this one. So pretty much with him, just attack him, tell your pet to attack him, misdirects. I guess for him, for his final ability, if he's the last one up, then there'll be like little ads that appear. You can try and kill the little ads, or you can just let them explode on you. It really, they'll do damage, but you should be able to self-heal through it before the next rune. You can see basically like wherever he puts that purple rune on the ground, there'll be a bunch of little lightning elementals that'll come at you from there. But it's not that big a deal. You can usually just either AoE him down or just let him hit you and self-heal through it afterwards. Just do your best to try and move your pet out of the blue rune whenever it spawns, so that you can stand in it. Although for this one, the blue rune is smack in the middle of that purple self cell. Like, no. Make sure you got a men pet. Keep that rolling as well. But yeah, honestly the whole hardest part about this fight is just the threat. Like, it's just extremely difficult to manage your threat in this fight, and I'm honestly not sure why. But for some weird reason, your pet just does not generate any threat on this fight. It's weird. So hopefully you're able to get this down and kill it, and then you can move on to the next boss. Alright, so hope this guy was helpful, and thanks for watching.